Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. I don't have bread in my teeth, I just ate. I think it's okay. Okay, so today we are adding to my playlist of Full Face Off brand. And I am doing a brand, I believe it's pronounced Uma Beauty, which has been very heavily requested and a brand I've actually tried before. I tried their foundation. I got the shade completely wrong, but I basically ordered a whole bunch of stuff that was available on Beauty Bay, and I think it was either feel unique or look fantastic here in the UK. And I picked out a few bits that looked really good. So we're going to try those today. Heads up, I paid for all of this myself. This isn't sponsored in any way. I paid for every single little bit. So just before we get into that, if this is your first time here on my channel, hi, my name is Robert. I'm a professional makeup artist here on YouTube and also in real life. And it's my goal to help you become a pro yourself or just someone who's really good at makeup. So if that sounds like something you are interested in, then please consider subscribing. One thing I always notice about these brands is I do like a look at all their products and then people tell me some really interesting facts about a brand below in the comments. So I thought I would go to the Uma Beauty about page and pick out some bits that are interesting, and I'll do this with future brands as well, so I know what's going on also. So Uma, pronounced Uma, means beautiful, and we believe that beauty starts the moment you decide to be yourself. Yes. Uma Beauty is the most inclusive Black-owned beauty brand, founded by Nigerian-born, LA and London-based former beauty executive Sharon Chutter or Shooter. The Uma Beauty range is rebellious, innovative, and created for all. Yes. At Uma, we are an empowered tribe. Our race is human. Our people are free. Our language is color. All are welcome to our beautiful tribe. I fucking love that. That is so cool. Okay, let's do it. So I've put on moisturizer. I primed my skin any way that I would normally. I haven't done my eye base just yet because there are some brow products that I've chosen. So I'm going to be going ahead and using those first, actually. So let's take a look at our first product. So this is the Brow Throw Blowout Gel for the brows, obviously. This is shade 6. I believe I just went for the darkest one that they had online. Now, I sometimes personally, I get a little bit, what's the word? Brow gels for me, or brow like mascaras like this, for my personal taste, always look a little bit too matte and a little bit too solid black, like pitch black. I do like to have a little bit more texture to the brow, visible texture. So that's why I kind of like to spike my brows up a little bit more. That is absolutely my personal taste, so don't take that as part of a review. This does capture every brow hair really well. I'm gonna kind of use it on its tip just to get these tiny little hairs right in here where my hairs are quite sparse. Maybe that's a trick to getting a little bit more definition. This would be much nicer on a deeper skin tone if you have darker brows as well. I have dark brows that are almost pitch black, but also I'm a very pale Mexican. So I think that's why I like to have a little bit more texture through my brow. It looks fine. It looks exactly like you would expect. It's actually not as some like tinted brow gels to me can sometimes be a little bit too crispy. This one's actually really nice. It sits comfortably on the brows. So just to kind of tidy them up a little bit, I get very like random wispy hairs around here. So I need to tidy them up a little bit. So I'm going to go in with the Baby Hair Brow Pencil. Again, the shade 6. I just usually go for the darkest one. First impressions, I love a good, I don't know what, for a moment we had this trend of those like razor, you know what I mean? Like those angled brow pencils coming in and everyone was doing them and I cannot stand them. I love the precision of a pencil like this, that small tip. This isn't kind of cross-eyed, that nib where you can do hair stroke by hair stroke. Those razor shaped ones or the flat shaped ones, I think people were trying to do something very like different with eyebrow pencils, but I was like, let's not. Okay, let's have a look here. My brows just keep getting darker and darker. You know what? I actually probably should have gone a shade lighter for me, like a dark brown instead of pitch black, but the pencil's doing exactly what it needs to be doing. You know what? You know what my issue is here, and it's my issue. The way I usually do my eyebrows, I use this stuff that like glues them to my head and they all go up. So now I never really look after the top of my brows here because it's usually being covered. So I got these dusty, fluffy eyebrows, but I do really like this pencil. I'm actually going to keep this on my desk here. I love the tip and the nib. So yeah, I think I'm going to use that a lot. I like that a lot. You'd think it would be easy to find a good brow pencil these days. It's not at all. And the two products work together. The two brow products work really well together. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of carve my brows with some concealer and then do my eye base, and then we'll get back into it. Okay, so I've carved out my brows and I've done an eye base. I don't always carve out brows, just if I'm planning to do like a bit more of a dramatic look. What was I going to say? I keep looking at my brows and they're so dark, which is my fault for choosing. This is a thing, with makeup brands, I'm so used to always going for brow products to the darkest tone. It's actually really great to have, and of course, why wouldn't it be in this brand, a pencil that is deep enough for deeper skin tones, because sometimes you can use the darkest pencil on a deep skin tone and it almost looks grey. It gives off like a grey finish. So this is going to be great if you do struggle to find those brow pencils that don't come up grey on the skin. Okay, let's move on to eyeshadows. I'm going in with the Black Magic Carnival palette. Look how cute this is. You know me in packaging. And this is the palette inside. I'm not sure why I chose this one. I think I just chose it and that was the option. So we're going to do something quite bright. These shimmer shades at the top look absolutely stunning. And then these mattes all along the bottom look really nice. I'm looking at this pink and thinking that is amazing. Rio. I'm looking at Mardi Gras. Oh, Notting Hill. I went to Notting Hill Carnival with my friends once. That's here in London. And one of them fainted and I was so embarrassed. She got too dehydrated. Yeah, so let's, I like that green. Trinidad looks amazing. There's a lot of option. What to do. So I'm just going to go straight in with this kind of like yellowy shimmer shade Bahia. It has a little bit more of a yellow gold tone. And I'm going to build that up, I think just here. Jesus, oh my God. That is pigmented. That is so strong. Nice. It's got a very nice shine to it. I find sometimes with shimmer shades, they either have a strong shimmer and then not enough pigmentation underlying, or vice versa, whereas this one has a nice mix of both. It's almost foil-like. I like that a lot. So I'm thinking yellow, blended into purple, yellow, purple, yellow, green, purple. I love that. Really, really nice. Yeah, I'll take Barbados, this one. And I'll just tap that right on the inside corner so it's like true yellow fading into that shimmer. There's something really satisfying about a yellow eyeshadow actually being good. You know, sometimes there's palettes where you get yellows, that's a bit wish-washy, whereas this has a really nice pure pigmentation. That looks nice. That looks really stunning going into that shimmer yellow. So I'm going to go into this kind of, it's like an orangey browny shade. I was using the brush with the yellow glitter on it. So I kind of just want this to be a halo for the purple coming out. Okay, how should I do? Yeah, let's get the purple. I don't know if this is gonna go right. And I'm even gonna blend that out into the orangey brown tone. Do I put green in between this purple and yellow? No, I'm risking too much now. Okay, if I suddenly look greasy, it's because I just had to, I filled up my memory card and then the files took 45 minutes to go onto my computer. So this happened. I blended out the purple a little bit. What I want to do is get some lashes on there, finish up underneath and make it a little bit more of a look. So let's get onto concealer. And this is the Stay Woke Concealer. I got shade White Pearl T1. Just because I use it to brighten under my eyes. It's more than likely definitely not my concealer shade. Oh, it smells really clean. So it kind of looks like that regular doe foot, but I don't know if you can see, it's slightly ridged there. So it's holding a lot of product. So you really do need that one dip, because you can see there's a lot of product on the wand, and also still just one dip. So I'm just gonna use a brush with a little bit more precision, and I'm gonna cut off this area here and just use the corners of that brush to get right into the corner of my eyes. This is a really nice texture. It's really creamy. I mean, I know it's a cream, but it feels really creamy. You know what it feels like? It doesn't feel like a liquidy kind of concealer you get nowadays. You get quite a lot. It feels like a true concealer where it's quite thick. Very good coverage here. It almost feels like if a mousse was hydrating, or if like a mousse had more moisture to it. I know when we think of mousse, we think of the dreaded Dream Matte mousse, but it's nothing like that in any way. I feel like this would be quite nice if you tend to have trouble wearing like full coverage concealers. I know concealers are kind of full coverage, but now you can get like those definite different levels of coverage. I feel like this will be nicer if your concealer tends to crease a little bit more easier. This has that full coverage feel without the full coverage texture. It's really hard to describe, but it's really nice. I really like it. I'm not going to worry too much about those tired bits under my eyes, because we are going to use eyeshadow under there. So I got two different foundations because I wanted to kind of get a decent shade. Last time I got one and it was on the yellow lid, and it was yeah, it's like a yellowy orange, and it was a little bit too dark for me. So I've gone for shade Honey Honey T1N, and then I've gone for Fair Lady 237. Now, never in my life did I think I'll be going for a foundation with the name Fair in, but staying literally inside over lockdown with no sun has done that to me. Honestly, I can count the amount of times I've been out of the house in a year. Isn't that crazy? So this says it's adjustable coverage. For medium coverage, use sparingly. For full coverage, use generously. For extreme coverage, apply multiple layers. It's kind of liquidy, which is promising. And I'm using like a flat kabuki brush to apply, to get a nice even coverage. It smells really good. So I'm actually just going to use a tiny bit first to kind of get that light coverage and see what we think. Yeah, I like it. Sorry if my light keeps changing. I just noticed. I think I flipped it from manual to auto, and now it just keeps doing its own thing. This looks really good. Really, really nice. You know what it feels? If I can compare it to anything so far that I've used, it will be the Rare Beauty foundation. It has that really nice natural finish. You can still see the skin underneath, if that makes sense. So you can still see little bits coming through. I can still see some blemishes, which I don't mind too much at all. It has a really nice, did it say matte finish? Soft matte. Matte, not so much. Maybe because I was oily before. Soft matte, I don't know, but whatever the finish is, it's nice. It looks really, really nice on the skin. I think I can't feel it. It's not, that was me trying to feel it. It's not like uncomfortable in any way at all. I'm going to have to change that switch. Bear with me 1 second. All right, sorry about that. Okay. I did record, right? I think I recorded. Okay, we're good. So foundation, very, very nice. Concealer, really nice. Let me fix under the eyes. Okay, so I really don't know what's happening with the lighting. I hope it's okay when I come to edit it. It looks fine over there, but it looks terrible here. Okay, so next up we have the Double Take Sculpt and Strobe Duo Stick. This is the shade White Pearl. So one shade we have our like highlight, and the other side we have more of a contour. So let's try the contour first. I'm gonna see how it goes on top of a foundation, how it sits on top of a product from its own brand, and when I blend it, how well it blends. So personally, when I want to blend a contour, if I'm going to have to draw it on the face, I don't draw everywhere. I do a little bit first and then blend it out. Now, this to me, if you've seen any of my videos, any of my reaction videos, you know how I feel about contour. I feel people just use like darker foundations or darker concealers, and that's not what a contour is meant to be. Contour isn't warm. Contour mimics bone structure. It's meant to imitate shadow, because that's what we're doing. We're resculpting the face to mimic the shadow of bone. By using a foundation, you're making, you know, like your contour warm. Contour isn't bronze. Shadow isn't bronze, you know? You don't walk into a dark room and you're like, oh my god, it's so bronzy in here. It's shadowy. There's depth and there's shade and shadow. So this shade is almost like grayish on the skin, but blends in really nicely, actually, really nice into that foundation. It is perfect, absolutely perfect for me. I think it's a really, really good shade. Now, I can't see on my monitor how it's coming up. So I'm gonna tap over with my foundation brush, make it look even more natural. But I mean, I feel like this, you could even go extra if you wanted to. Like, it's not by any means a natural product. Like, I feel like you can build it up and have a really nice contour, depending on how much you like to contour. I really like that, actually. I really like that. I really, really like, I mean, I could never go out with a foundation like this on my oily skin, but I love the way it's sitting on the skin, and I think it might be because I am greasy and I've left it quite a gap in between priming my skin and applying this foundation that it looks so shiny. I really like it though. It gives me a great opportunity to catch that light and paint on some highlight. Stop it. I love this. Oh my god. This is like my skin tone, but highlight. Let me just buff that in a little bit. Yes. Oh my god, my skin just looks wet. Oh my god. Oh, if I could just have, look how wet my skin looks. I could just have skin like that all the time and it not look, you know, like too greasy. I mean, which it kind of does now, but you know. But if I correct the areas with a powder, so I'm just gonna like correct the areas with a powder that kind of like tend to be the greasy areas. So middle of my forehead, look at that, hair falling down. So I'm gonna let the rest of my forehead like shine. I'm gonna do, I like the glow on the end of my nose, so I'm gonna go round my nostrils. And I'm just gonna do a very light tap of powder over that highlight. I love it. I absolutely love that highlight and contour. That's my new favorite. That's my new favorite. Oh, we only have one product left, and then I'm gonna add some lashes to the eyes. And this is the lipstick, and this is a lipstick, and I just chose like a nude. It looks almost like one of those velvet mattes, if that makes sense. Okay, I need to go back over that because it has spaghetti lips. It was so nude that like the red of my lip tone was creating a line here, so it was like nude red skin, you know. Okay, so I'm gonna get some lashes on and then we will be done. This is a finished look using Oma Cosmetics. I had a really great time. That was really fun. I really enjoyed using that. Oh, what did I do there? It's really nice to discover something new in a brand, a new product that kind of takes you back a little bit. It's like, okay, this is a really, really good product that I feel like I don't have an alternative in any other brand. Talking about the double take stick here. This is really, really, really nice. I love the texture. I love the ease of use. I love a highlight. It looks incredible. It's such a great product, and it really does go to show that your contour doesn't have to be over the top to be effective. You can go heavier than I have. I've just done the tiniest bit, almost like nothing, but you can absolutely take it to the next level and do more coverage. The foundation sits really, really nice. I feel like this is one I'm going to use often when I'm filming. The eyeshadow palette was really nice. Don't really have anything else to say about that, to be honest. Everything worked really, really well. For me, again, the brow product, I'm not a fan of brow mascara, so I probably won't be using that one again. Anyway, does it do what it says it does? Absolutely. Pencil works really well alongside it. Yeah, I just don't like to use a brow mascara. Other than that, everything is incredible. I like the way this lipstick shade makes my teeth look really white. Well, everyone, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that helped you discover a new brand, some new products maybe as well. Do let me know if you tried anything from this brand, your favorite products from them as well. What is going on with this eyelash? Something's really happening with this eyelash. I don't get what's going on. Oh, I didn't stick it down on the corner. I'm going to take it off in a second anyway. Yeah, let me know if there's anything that you love from this brand. Let me know if there are any other brands that you want me to try. Just a heads up, I will not try multi-level marketing brands in my videos. I don't support them as businesses. So yeah, let me know if there's anything you want me to try. Thanks again for joining me. Please consider subscribing and give this video a big thumbs up if you found it helpful or just fun. I guess it wasn't fun, but you know. Yeah, no, it was kind of fun. Thanks again, everyone. I will see you very soon. Bye.